Hi, we're Greg and Carol. I wanted to give a little update from our last video, and just to, you can go back and watch it if you want, but just to give you a little update on what that was. Greg had gone to have a Montreal test, the MOCA, M-O-C-A, and I was a little bit frustrated with the results. I knew they would be low, but I really expected them to be lower. That light's coming in kind of funny. I'll try and sit up a little. So, Greg has diabetes, he's had strokes, he's at the start of Alzheimer's and dementia. And they're not wanting to officially call it that. They are referencing it to that, but they're not actually calling it yet that. But he's had some decline, so I wanted to get it on his timeline of what's going on. So when they did the test, a couple of the things they would give him strong hints for, like he had to remember 5 words, and he could only remember 2. So what they said was, well, it's a flower. He still couldn't remember. So they said, well, it was a violet, an iris, or a rose. Which one was it? Now, I looked up the guidelines for this test. They can give hints, but they cannot count it in his score. So I was concerned because just the parts that I kept up with, his score was very low, and that doesn't even count the things that I didn't notice. So I wanted to know how he scored in each section. And when I got home, I wrote the doctor a note in the portal, and I asked her that, and I told her I don't have any confidence in the results of this test because of the way it was conducted and scored. She wrote me back, and she didn't give me the results that I did ask for, but I also asked if Greg could do a different test. And there is a mini mental state exam. So she has agreed to give him that test. She said that the MOCA was more comprehensive, but my thinking is, if it wasn't scored right, what good is it? So we've set him up for the mini mental state exam, and that will be in December, early December. So I'm very curious to see how he scores in comparison to the other one, and then we'll see what we do from there. She did decide to put him on a medication. Now, if you know anything about this, you can feel free to tell me. It's a medication that's supposed to help with his memory. He's been on it before, and I didn't see any results from him taking it. And she said, well, you won't see results because it's not going to help him get better, but it'll slow down his memory loss. And my thinking is, how do you know? Is it just a placebo? Or I just don't understand how, if you can't tell, how do you know the memory loss is being slowed down? I don't know. That's why I say, I don't know. I'm sure that there's a way to do it, but it's unfamiliar to me. So I was very upset, not angry, just frustrated with the last visit. Writing her the note did help. And she also included some things that I looked at her patient notes for the visit, and I saw discrepancies, and she told me what I was looking at were the results from the time before, but I don't know, because I really thought it was from this time we just went to, because I looked at the date, but she did say she added the things that I'm noticing into his chart, so at least it's documented and there's a timeline for it. So we will let you know how he does on this new exam. One thing I like is he's never had it before, so it'll kind of be a fresh approach and a fresh start, in my opinion. So we'll see. But what are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm looking forward to taking the test. I hope I'm not, because today I'm having what I consider a clear day. I hope I'm not having a clear day then, that I'm having a normal day.
Well,
and I would like to see what the results from this new test are.
See, that's the thing. He has good days and bad days. And if he goes and takes an exam on his good day, I don't want them thinking that's every day.
A normal day.
Yeah, because some of his bad days are bad. And I'd really like him to take a test on the bad day so that that side can be seen. But we don't know what day's going to be a bad day and what's a good day. So we'll just...
Yeah, it's just hit or miss. Yeah. With me, it's just hit or miss.
Yeah. So I feel like we made a little progress as far as with the doctor's visit. It did take a while for her to respond, but when you're going through this, for not just that we're, singing our blues, but for people who are getting ready to go through this, time is your enemy and your friend. It's your enemy because you don't have a lot of it, and it's your friend because you know it's there, what's going on, and you're trying to know more of what's going on, which is frustrating, but you take advantage of every single day, and you're grateful for it. So this is a roller coaster of a ride for a disease. Well, his for diseases, but everybody has their own thing that they're dealing with, and I'm not trying to, diminish what everybody else is going through. I'm just trying to help people who are going through this, so that when you're frustrated, you'll see what we went through when we were frustrated and what we were facing and how we dealt with it. So that's where we are. So we will keep moving forward. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.